Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're gonna have a look at how to use import range in Google Sheets. This is such an amazing function and I'm really thrilled to go through that with you. Have you ever had like a source file, a Sheets document where you have a lot of data and you need it in another Sheets document? So the easiest way, of course, is just to go there and copy and paste it and put it in or paste it in the other file. But this is a very manual and tedious job, and there are ways to automate that process completely. And this is where the import range function comes in. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you live how you can import data from one Google Sheets document to the other. So I'm here on the Trusted Tutorials blog. My name is Daniel, and I'm going to show you step by step how you can do that for yourself. So let's first have a look at the syntax of import range. I'm just scrolling down here and you see a depiction like from source file to destination file, and the first file acts almost like a database. And let's have a look at the syntax as I mentioned. So the syntax for import range is simple. You have the equal sign because you're starting a function. Then you write import range in capitals, but it will realize it anyways. Google Sheets will know once you start typing in import range, you can click on it and then you have the function. Then you open up the brackets and you add in two parameters. The first parameter is the spreadsheet URL. So it's the URL that you find in your spreadsheet here in the address bar, and you just copy that in. But it's important that you use quotation marks because there's special characters in the URL, and we don't want to confuse Google Sheets. So after that, you set the comma, and then you add in the range string. So you need to add the name of the tab you want to access, and then you add the range as well that you want to access, so where the data lies basically in the source file. And then you close the bracket and you hit enter and it should work. You should see all the data imported into your destination file. It's important to know that when you do it for the first time, it will ask you for permission. You just say, okay, yeah, that's fine, because you're basically connecting the two sheets together. So enough about the theory. Let's see how that works in practice. I open up my first Google Sheets file. So this is the source file. As you can see, there's a lot of information like dates, email addresses, states of different people. And let's suppose we want to get the email address and the state from this document into another Google Sheets document right here. But we don't want to just copy and paste it because we want to add it in automatically by connecting these two sheets. So if there's a change happening in the first sheet, the change will also be present in the second sheet. Okay, so let's get started with the import range function. As I mentioned, we start with the equal sign and then we write import range. We can click on it. Then the bracket is already open and now we need the URL. So you can find the URL here in the address bar. So I'm just copying that, command copy or control copy if you are on a PC. I'm on a Mac. And I add brackets, I paste that in and I close the brackets, and now I set a comma, and now we need to steer to the tab that the data is in. So we can have a look. This is called raw data. So I just write, I open up the quotation marks here and I write raw data. That's the name, and then I put in an exclamation mark. And after the exclamation mark, now I have to tell Google Sheets where or what rows and columns I want to add in. So as we said, we want to get the email address and the state. So it's B2C. All right, let's add in B2C, and now we need to close the quotation marks You also need to close the bracket and hit enter. And as you can see, it's now loading, but there was an error because we need to allow access for the sheets to connect. You only need to do that for the first time, and then after that it will not ask you again. So we hit we hit the allow access button right here, and now let's wait. And as you can see, like magic, the email address as well as the states are added in. So let's go back to the document here and let's have a look at the spreadsheet token. So the spreadsheet token is all this in between here, just before the edit. I copy this, Command C or Control C, and I go back to my document. I now enter it here instead of the 0, and I will just use the quotation marks just in case, and now I hit enter again, and it's loading and it works. Perfect. So that works like a charm, and now we know how to combine two Google Sheets documents and also how to import data from one to the other. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If so, please give it a like, and also follow our channel, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when new videos come out. This was Daniel from Trusted Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye bye.